there we go. I think we up. Good morning, Facebook.
Good morning.
And good morning to the good folks over at the YouTubes.
Good morning.
I hope everybody having a good morning, a good Sunday football morning. Hope everybody is nice and safe. We got a little bit of a sun peeking out here in North Carolina. I don't know how long it's going to last. That storm is still out there. I think I know they had said something about postponing one of the baseball games down there. And I don't know, because I know last week they had a weather delay in Tampa that was saying something about doing something with the Miami Dolphins game. I haven't heard any word on that just yet, but that's what they're talking about. They're talking about either postponing or moving the game to a different location for the day. This morning when I was going through my notes, I didn't really see anything them talking about it or nothing like that. But how you doing this morning, beautiful?
I'm doing fabulous, thank you.
All right, so
I think everything should be good though. Storm is by Virginia now, almost out to sea, so
that's good.
Everything should get back to normal. Hopefully everybody is safe and their loved ones are safe.
Yes.
Most important thing.
Absolutely. So. Yep. Absolutely. So what we at though? Because did I make any moves last week at all?
Yeah, in the right way. We're now 6 games apart.
Well, hold on.
So you went in reverse.
Again?
We like that here at TeamBoydTV.
Wow. You know what though? But this week when I made my picks, I feel good about them. I feel real good. I think we're getting to a point where it's getting a little bit easier to do this, right? Oh. Last week was rough for me in more ways than one. Okay,
so I do have a 6-game lead on you, so you still gotta work to that.
But you'll get some stuff wrong because you're gonna pick the Giants. And they're gonna lose. But here we go.
Whatever.
There you go. Right. I think I slipped down to. I think I'm out like 8 games on the Pick'em League. I think so.
I didn't even look this week. I don't know where I'm at.
I think about 8 games.
Teams though. I didn't gain any ground.
Mine is pretty rough, as you know. A lot of teams let me down last week. The Panthers let me down last week in a big way.
I'm riding one more week with your Panthers, and after that, I'm gonna have to.
It's looking rough.
Yeah, I have to do something else.
Oh, we got Mr. T Money in the building. What's going on, T Money? What's happening this morning? Cuz you doing all right? You feel good? Well, our team don't play today, so that's one good positive that I can probably enjoy this Sunday without having to worry about wanting to throw something through my TV. So that's tomorrow night. So we ain't got to worry about that one right there. But
what football news we got?
What football news do we have? Well, we got the debate that's going on with Chip Kelly, because and this is the thing. People are saying that Blaine Gabbert stinks, and he ain't the quarterback to go with. And even though Chip Kelly has been coming out endorsing what Kaepernick has been doing as far as his stance on the oppression and everything, but he won't start the guy. And everybody's saying that's got something to do with it. Like, even though he's saying, hey, listen, I stand by my guy. He's okay. That's what he want to do. I ain't got no problem with it. But he ain't starting on my football team. You know what I mean? Like, in a nutshell, that's what he's saying.
I mean, that's fine. let him keep losing, because if I was Kaepernick, I wouldn't want to start that anyway. No. Because that scheme has no way of really working in the NFL.
Right.
It tires your defense out, and you're not scoring enough points.
Absolutely.
They don't have the offensive arsenal for that type of an offense to run that offense.
And Kaepernick is in a beautiful position, right? So they owe him all this money.
Right.
He the backup quarterback.
Right.
He ain't got to worry about the pressure of them losing all these games and everything. And all that blame can go back to the coach and everything like that. So
at the end of the day, he can sleep at night. He's comfortable with who he is and what he did. Mm-hmm. And he said that from the beginning. If I don't play again and if I lose my endorsements, it is what it is.
I got my
money.
This
is how I feel.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't
nothing wrong with that at all. I have no issue with that. Now, the 2 teams that played for the NFC title last year, both teams, number one, are 1-3, which is kind of weird in itself. And the other thing is both quarterbacks are in the concussion protocol, and both quarterbacks will be sitting this week. That's Carson Palmer and Cam Newton, right? Now I don't know how true this is. I have to research it a little bit more. But I read somewhere it said that Cam checked himself out of this game. He said that he wasn't gonna go. It wasn't like it was a doctor's decision and that. And it was like, and I can't, like I said, I can't put no proof on that. It's just that's just what I read. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know. I don't know how you feel.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
And even if he did check himself out of this game, then I'm fine with that too. I mean, we talking about the rest of your life.
Yeah.
To have your mental health.
Yeah.
Football is the best sport in the world. but it's not worth losing your life later on.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
I mean, if he felt uncomfortable, then he felt uncomfortable. But I have a feeling that this is the sort of tactic that teams are going to take now in order to get an edge. And that's with this crazy concussion protocol. You got to come out to play. You got to wait. You know, it's going to get bad.
Concussion protocol plus that unsportsmanlike conduct call. I'm telling you, it's rough. Oh, yeah, Team said, Cards already, the Cards won on Thursday night. So, they 2-3 now, right? But, still, I think it was Drew Stanton playing the game. I didn't watch a whole lot of the game. So 2-3. So they 2-3. So so that's good. It's just I don't know. I feel like number one, Carolina done went down to Tampa and then played against Tampa. I think 4 of the last 5 times I think Derek Anderson has started against that team. 4 of the last 5 times they played Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Team, you can let me know. But I think that's the truth. I think 4 of the last 5 matchups against Tampa, Derek Anderson has started in the game. Okay. And Derek Anderson hasn't lost to the Bucks yet. So, I mean, it's all right. I think it's okay. You know what I mean? I think the Carolina Panthers need to change of pace right now. They need something different to happen. And if the case is that Cam is shell shocked like Glass say, or he got some kind of mental thing going on about getting, because he done took more hits in the league. Well, he's the number 4 most hit quarterback in the league right now. So he done took a lot of hits. Since the Super Bowl, he done took a lot of shots to the head. Yeah, that's a lot. So he may not be feeling a certain type of way. I don't know.
When it comes to somebody's health, I'm not questioning nobody on their health. Yeah. They have the right to protect that.
I think so.
That's all them.
Yeah. So there's that, and then I'm trying to think of what else. The Baltimore Ravens parted ways with Justin Forsett just like Carolina kind of went away from Bené Benwickery. The Baltimore Ravens just kind of went away from Justin Forsett.
It seemed like Justin Forsett wanted to be released.
He was talking about that. So because he was in the competition with the dude. And this is the thing I don't understand about some players. As long as they're the man, they don't have no issues. But they bring somebody else in to kind of help carry the load or whatever the case may be. Then everybody start feeling weird about it.
The running back position is a little bit different.
There's so many teams that got committees back there though.
Right, and I think that's a problem for some people. They're like, you don't get that much shine anyway, and now we're doing this thing by committee. I want to go somewhere where they're looking to feature me and not replace me. And I just think he felt like they were looking to replace him and not feature him.
Well, I don't know, man. See, in the running back position, it's kind of hard for me to really justify that because most of the successful running teams, they do it by committee. You don't really see, other than the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And maybe, what they was doing in Minnesota.
When a running back is on top of his game, what running back committee? AP. Ain't no running back. Shady McCoy ain't no running back committee.
He got people helping him out. McCoy got people helping him out.
But he's the featured running back.
Right. I'm
you
just
know
saying.
who the man is on that team.
Yeah.
I didn't know Justin Forsett was the featured running back on the Ravens.
He been there since Ray Rice.
But he's not when Ray Rice was there, we knew Ray Rice was the featured running back.
I guess so. I don't know. I just see a lot of committees in the NFL. You don't see that many solo or every down backs in the league like that. Adrian Peterson is one, and Adrian Peterson, who was the other guy I was just thinking about?
Antonio Brown.
Not Antonio Brown. Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell.
Sorry.
Other than them two, I can't really think of nobody else. I really can't.
But for the most part, every team has one that's taken most of the runs.
Yeah.
They just do.
Yeah. You got your guy, Carolina's supposed to have, Jonathan Stewart, but, of course, that was Whitaker, and that was Tolbert, and that was Cap. So it was other dudes that playing parts, too.
Tolbert came in on, the 1 yard line.
And he's a fullback, so he's not really the featured guy. So,
So that's this thing Forsett was like, I want to be somewhere where I'm the feature.
I don't know what that's going to be. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't know. If that's what he's trying to go for.
I can understand that part of it, but I think that's what he's looking for. He wants a bigger role. You better go call Houston or somebody. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of teams that could use a Houston running.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm trying to think what else there. What else was there going on? Oh,
well, this is the magical week.
It is a magical week. So our last suspended player comes back, right? Yo, listen, they on the TV this morning, right? On the TV this morning, they was playing this Tom Brady song. Did you hear it yet this morning?
No.
Oh, the Brady's Back song. You ever heard that? Oh my God, it was crazy, right? And I'm not
like from the Welcome Back Carter theme song?
No, it was like they took a bunch of audio from like these announcers or whatever, and it was like Brady's back, you know, and they had Tom Brady like being silly and saying "woo," you know, it was weird. But they played it like 5 million times this morning.
ESPN?
Yeah, NFL Network, of course. You know they're silly enough to do that kind of stuff. Forsett probably felt like he never really lost his spot. He was just on it IR last year. I mean, you know, and that's another thing. You know, people be, you know, that whole situation. I know we ain't worried. I know I ain't even gonna get mad about it no more. What? You get hurt, and then you know you get replaced, and you feel some type of way about it. You know, I ain't tripping about that no more. I mean, like the whole Alex Smith, that went back years ago, and I felt some type of way about it. But now I kind of get it. You got to move on, and you know, and if you got a hot hand, you might as well go with it, right?
Gotta go with the hot hand.
So here's the deal. Tom Brady comes back, and you know, I already hear people talking. So like, the cool thing is, like, this is what I thought was cool about this whole entire situation. Bill Belichick done went through the past month and ain't said a word about Tom Brady, right? He ain't said a single peep about him.
Not at all.
And it's been cool because we ain't even seen or heard from Tom Brady except for when he went to Ibiza or wherever he went to. Was it Ibiza? Where'd he go?
He went somewhere sunbathing.
But you know, we haven't really heard nothing from this guy. Now, so the thing that I thought was kind of, you know, amazing about it is that everybody filling in what they feel like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are feeling. They saying, oh well, Tom Brady gonna come back angry. He gonna obliterate the Browns just because, you know, he had to serve that suspension for something he feel like he really didn't do. And Bill Belichick, you know, is like, that's my dude, and you know, he didn't really want to make a lot of fuss about it.
Well, this is
I thought he did a good job about it. So I thought he did real good with it.
It's week 5. Tom Brady hasn't taken a snap. He hasn't taken a hit.
Yeah.
He hasn't worked with his receivers. Let's just see how good Tom Brady's gonna be.
I mean, you know, he ain't been practicing.
He's not going to be great.
I mean, honestly,
he just wants to play.
He just want to play, and I think honestly, it's a situation where this is a perfect game for him to come back. Seahawks, Benzino was in the bit. I ain't seen you. I think it's my first time seeing you this year, bro. He said, "Watch the Browns win." He said, "Watch the Browns win."
I didn't pick them, but I won't be mad.
I mean, you know, honestly though, you know, if you've seen the Browns play in a couple of these games this year. Baltimore Ravens game, trying to think who else they played real tough. They played like 2 or 3 of these games where either they had a lead early or they kind of, you know, dropped it or lost it in the very end. They've been in these games. It ain't like they've been getting walked over.
Thanks to Terrell Pryor.
But I'm just saying. So they look if they were to beat Tom Brady, yes, it would be very. And you know what?
I would love it.
That would be awesome. You know. But then of course it'll be. Well, you know, the dude hasn't taken a snap in a month and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You know, that's what it'll be like.
That's the way it is with those Patriots. You either love them or you hate them.
Yeah,
you find a way to excuse them or you find a way to accuse them.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's what it is. And you know, so, you know, if he go out there and they stink up the joint because he rusty or whatever the case may be, yeah, that's what they'll say. You know, they won't give Hugh Jackson and the Browns no credit for that whatsoever.
He was rusty.
Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. And, you know, and I don't know. I'm kind of glad he's back though, because you know, it was exciting though seeing, you know, the young Garoppolo come out. Even though that whole thing was short lived, I wasn't really feeling the Brissett thing too much. But it was kind of cool seeing something different happen in the NFL. You know, now Brady come back and now we're slipping back into, you know, the same old. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And you know, my opinion, I don't want the Patriots or Bill Belichick or Tom Brady nowhere near nobody's Lombardi. I don't want them nowhere near it. You know.
I don't either.
Nowhere. They need to be as far away from it as possible.
I want the next 2 years for them to go out. Really
absolutely,
quiet.
I do too, man. Let them go ahead and you know rack up a few more stats and then get on up out of here, man.
Exactly.
You know. So let me see here. Is this it? What's that? I just want to try to find our picks. Let's see. Oh, that's us. Never mind. There go our picks, I think. Oops. All right. So let me see if that's right. I think it's right. It ain't right. It ain't right. It's supposed to be. Can you read that better than I can? This is it right here, I think.
Which one does it say?
Let's see here. Oh, no, that's the video right there. I don't know. Early in the morning, I can't see. It's supposed to say. Oh, there it is. I see. It's the second one. Okay, there it is. All right, cool. There we go. All right, so let's see what we got lined up for today. Now, luckily for me and for you, I think either one of our teams play today. I think your team play on Monday. No, your team play on Sunday night. Mm-hmm. Okay, you play on Sunday night. That's right. Okay, cool. Oh, y'all got the pack. Oh, that's gonna be a rough one. Anyway, let's get into it. We got some teams on the bye, right? Luckily for for some people, like the Saints, they don't have to play today. The Jags, they can take a rest. I think the Seahawks need one. And KC, so that's what you got on the bye this week. That might be a good look for New Orleans to go on the bye kind of early now because
Jacksonville.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely believe it. So those are your teams on the bye. Okay.
Let's get it.
And then let's get into it. Here we go. All right, the first game up. The Patriots versus the Browns. For whatever reason, I thought this game was in Foxborough, but it's not.
It's in Cleveland.
Interesting.
That changes nothing.
I'm just saying.
The Patriots.
It adds a small wrinkle. It adds a small wrinkle.
Adds nothing,
it's a small wrinkle, man.
Don't add dramatics when there's
dramatics, man. Like Terrell Pryor, dude. I'm saying.
No.
Nah, I'm going with it. The New England Patriots should win this game. They should. You don't got to be that good to throw to Gronk and Bennett. I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? But still, I just didn't think Brissett was good at all. I just didn't think he was that good at all. I mean, compared to Garoppolo, he just didn't look good at all to me.
I think he's good, but he's young. He still needs more training.
Absolutely.
And
no doubt.
Whatnot.
Yeah. But by all, now if the Browns make this game interesting, I'm with them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I
don't think it'll be a slaughter, but the Patriots are gonna win this.
Yeah, but I think if they trying to book this game up in Vegas, man, and they set it up for the Browns to win, that would be good. I would definitely appreciate it. Philadelphia flying high, and the Detroit Lions had me hyped for 1 week, right? I think it was week 2. They won a game against somebody, and I was like, oh my God, look, they balling. You know what I mean? I was all on Twitter giving them praise.
Yeah, that Philly defense is the truth.
Philly defense is great.
The Lions are decent, but they're not going to be able to handle that Philly defense.
No, definitely not. And I was telling Glass I was on his show on the other day, and I was telling him how I haven't really seen the Philadelphia defense like this since Reggie White and Jerome Brown and all them. And that was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even believe you put that in the air.
I ain't seen defense. Philadelphia ain't played no defense since then.
I mean, they're not playing the defense that they played with Jerome Brown and. I mean, you can't compare that.
I ain't comparing. I'm just saying they ain't had no defense since. That's what I'm saying. They ain't comparing nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, wait a minute. That defense would laugh at this defense.
They had lack of defense for like 15 years. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So for them to be playing defense the way they playing,
I hearing the same names put in.
No. I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying. It's been a change of pace. Like now we're seeing defense again, and we ain't seen defense in Philly in 17 years. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Eagles win, that defense shaking Stafford. Yeah, that defense gonna do something to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that Philly defense is pretty. It's pretty impressive. And they quiet about it too, which I like.
Good.
They quiet about it.
They should be nice and fresh.
Yeah, sure enough. All right, so we got the Chicago Bears versus the Indianapolis Colts. This is what I told.
Both 1-3.
Both 1-3. This is what I told Glass. The Chicago Bears got their first win at home last week, I think.
Are they on the road or they're at Indianapolis?
I think they're at Indianapolis. I think they're at Indy. Yeah, they're at Indy. And but Chicago gonna win this one too. Indy, they just came back from across the pond. I know they had a few days to kind of recover and everything. They ain't looking. Look, I know people think I'm crazy. I'm going with Chicago. Like they just won their first game last week, and they still pretty pathetic. But I think they got enough. Especially, I don't know if Cutler come back this week or we still got going with Hoyer. I like Chicago over Indy because Indy, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
I'm only picking Indy because they're at home. Because both teams stink.
I don't know. You said Jeremiah Trotter, Lito Shepard. I know those dudes. Them dudes were good, but them dudes were only good enough. I don't know. They how many playoff games did they win? That's what I'm saying. Like they were good. Brian Dog. All them dudes were good. They just wasn't as good as these guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think so. I'm just and of course these guys ain't made the playoffs yet either, so we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm going Indy.
Yeah.
I'm going Indy.
Okay.
They're home. That's the only thing I got.
Team Money think Indy gonna win by double digits. I don't know. I think the Chicago Bears gonna hold them off. I think they're gonna hold them off, man. Chicago Bears get a second win here because I don't know when the next they don't know when the next one gonna come. So they're gonna get this one, I believe. All right, Tennessee goes down to Miami. This is the game I was talking about. They was talking about moving, but it looked like everything is on and popping. So Tennessee been letting me down, and and I said I'm gonna stick with Tennessee this last week. If they can't prove to me what they're supposed to prove to me this week, I'm officially hopping off the wagon, right? But Miami is just pathetic. Miami is just all types of horrible. all types of hard.
What is their defense ranked?
Their defense is ranked
29th?
28th, 29th, somewhere around there. Yeah. Oh. Won the NFC Championship 4 times, Super Bowl once. Okay, there you go. All right. Well, that's a pretty decent defense. Then he proved me wrong right there. But anyway, Miami is they ain't going nowhere fast. They ain't going nowhere fast, man.
I'm going with Miami.
I'm not going Miami. Look, this is the one time, and this is the last time. If Tennessee let me down in this game, I'm done with them. Because typically, if you look at the team, ain't no way they should go down to Miami and lose to no Tannehill. And I know they got this defense that they paid all this money to and brought in all these big names and stuff, but they ain't been doing nothing. They ain't been doing nothing, so I know. And Tennessee, honestly, they got all this talent and they ain't been doing that neither. But I'm just saying, but I'm going with Tennessee again. I got Titans, Dolphins dysfunctional on both sides of the ball. They bad. I agree with that. So I think that's what I'm saying. So Tennessee, if Tennessee go down there and play, I ain't gonna say mistake-free football, but have less mistakes, they should win the game.
I'm going Dolphins.
All right, cool. Here we go. Washington versus Baltimore. This one should be good. Everybody been kind of not really paying a lot of attention to Washington. They 2-2, and but I want to see. I don't know. This whole Josh Norman thing kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, but I want to see what they do with him. Do we get the easy job and go with Smitty? And I say easy, not saying that Smitty is like the lowest tier character on the team, just saying that he's not the number 1 or number 2 option. They got other dudes.
The thing for me is that I think for Josh Norman it might be a little bad to go against Steve Smith because Steve Smith is going to talk as much junk as Steve
Smith will humble that dude.
Right. And
quick.
So I think that might not be a good look for Josh. But this is my thing. We've seen him now go up against Odell last, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
And even though the Redskins beat the Giants, Odell took him for everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when Odell missed something, it's on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
But that Stephon spin move we put on him was pretty spectacular. I like that. But we talking about Joe Flacco though. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about him going up against somebody like Joe Flacco with the receivers that he got.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough.
I got Ravens.
I can't really see them, doing a matchup with Steve Smith. It'll probably be Perriman or somebody like that. Because like I said, Steve Smith ain't the number 1 guy there. So unless they let Josh Norman had an easy assignment this week,
They don't need him to be the number 1 guy.
Yeah. Okay, he's like, I got Redskins and J-No Smitty matchup going to be interesting. It would be interesting. I just don't think we're gonna see that because I think people know how explosive that's gonna be.
I think that's exactly why we're gonna see it, but I don't think it favors Josh Norman.
I don't think so either.
I
don't think so either. And then besides all of that, I still think the Ravens, their defense is not as strong as we know them for it to be, but they offense is top notch right now. You know what I'm saying?
And they will get to what's his name? You like that?
Kirk Cousins. Yeah. So I'm going with the home team just because I just don't.
For a few turnovers.
Yeah, I think the offense is just going to be too strong for the Washington defense to handle. Josh Norman, Steve Smith, even if you go with Perriman or the other guy, I forgot the other guy's name. Even if you get with them dudes, it's still going to be. Which I think he should do anyway. I don't think this whole him and Smitty thing. I think it's a waste of time. But you give Smitty some room, he will hurt you though. So I don't know. I like the home team though. I'm going with them. This one here gonna surprise you because it surprised Glass when I talked to him about it.
Okay.
So I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying here.
Okay, I'm listening.
So listen. Okay, Minnesota been playing well. They undefeated still, right? Everything been kind of working out in their favor, even though they lost their quarterback, lost their running back. They've been going through some stuff, right? Here's the thing, though. Quiet as kept, Houston been flying under the radar, kind of accomplishing something. I know they got Oz at quarterback, and I ain't a fan. The running game is a little bit shaky. But look, though, the defense is still with it. I know they ain't got J.J. Watt. They going to go into the U.S. Bank Stadium, okay? U.S. Bank Stadium, I think that's what it is. And the shiny little Metroplex they got down there. And they going to hand the Vikings their first loss this year.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to happen this week.
Okay.
It's going to happen. I mean, it ain't going to be a big deal. It ain't going to be a big deal, but it's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. It ain't going to shock the world.
Those horns are going to be bent by the time they leave.
I'm telling you, it ain't going to shock the world, but they're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? I think they lose this game. And I think the score going to be one of them kind of scores like You know, I think the winning team may get like 19, 21 points. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be it. The score gonna be that low. You know, I believe so.
You're mistaken.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. This is the best, the absolute best we've ever seen Bradford play.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He is surrounded by a good offensive line, a great defense. I was never a fan of Bradford, but that arm strength and his accuracy is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's thrown no turnovers in the 3 games that he's played for the season. He is really good, and they're at home. They come out 5-0.
That's one. Look, I just can't say it. Look, I agree with everything you said. I think, you know, Asiata filling in for Adrian Peterson been doing a decent job. I mean, he ain't putting up Adrian Peterson numbers, but he's still effective enough for them to be able to kind of do a lot of things they like to do downfield. And that's great. I think all that is good. I just think they haven't really ran into anybody. Because let's look at who they played so far, right? Let's just take a look at that first, right? And then when you look at that, it ain't that impressive.
Listen, the Texans got blanked.
They did.
By Garoppolo.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the Patriots still.
No, was it Bissett?
Oh, it might have been Brissett. It might have been Brissett. It might have been, yeah.
Come on.
You know,
when you can't score any points,
that
lets me know that your offense is stagnant.
Yeah, but see, they're good for slowing people down, though. And I just saying, we'll see. I think the Texans are good for this one. I'm going to stick with it because, you know, I said it early in the week when I was looking at my picks. I was like, you know what? I know the popular pick is to go with the undefeated team and they at home and all this stuff. I don't know. It just, you know.
I think the popular pick has to do with matchups.
Well, I'm looking at the
matchups. This favors Vikings.
It does.
Quarterback, defense.
For the most part, but let's pay attention to this one. This is one of the early games. Let's pay attention to this one. Okay. And it'll be like, you look, pick the Vikings. I'm staying with my Houston pick.
Okay.
I know T Money. He said I got the Vikings because they got something that can be potential to be special. Zimmer, coach of the year so far. I agree with all of that. He said it was percent. So yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, the Vikings are an amazing team right now. They are. Right. But it's time for them to get handed a loss. I mean, as simple as that. That's what it is.
Okay. You know. You don't just get handed a loss because it's time for it.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, you get handed a loss because the team you're playing is better than you.
Okay.
That's the way it works.
Oh, is that right? Okay. All right. Well, we'll see who comes out on that. We'll see who comes out on that one because I'm telling you, I'll come back to this and be like, yeah, remember when you had said that the Vikings?
For you.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. How about this one? I like the Jets defense. Steelers ain't got none. They don't.
Have you seen what Fitzpatrick has been doing on that field?
Look, I know that's what everybody's talking about.
You got like 15 interceptions already. We week 4.
I didn't say they were gonna win. I didn't say that. I just said that I like the Jets defense better than the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. How you be jumping to conclusions like this? That's what I want to say.
You make these random statements like that had something to do with the pick. I like the Jets defense.
Well, hold on. I didn't look. I like the Jets defense.
What that mean about anything?
That mean that, you know, the game will probably be a little bit more interesting than a lot of people think. Now I know the Fitzpatrick thing is on a lot of people's mind. You know, yeah, it went through a lot of interceptions. You know, in a few weeks, and that's rough. It's hard to overcome that.
This is the dude that was holding out for money.
I know.
Everyone's like, oh, pay the man. So they pay the man. They come, they meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
This is what we get.
I know. That was like, dude.
Fitzpatrick, refund check. You need to be issuing it.
He owed some people some money. I know, man, and it's sad. And, you know, and the real sad part about it is that other than him, this Jets team this year is actually a pretty decent team.
Exactly.
You know, he is just,
and Lord knows,
and you ain't got no options. No, you
know, Geno Smith.
Right? You ain't got.
Lord knows.
You stuck with him, right? Because number one, you paying him all this money because, you know, Geno Smith is still on a rookie contract, and you know, you brought him in. And
Geno Smith is terrible.
Yeah, you know, I didn't want to do that, but yeah, you know, it you kind of stuck. You know, you got to your defense got to bail you out and all that stuff. I'm actually surprised I was able to win the one game that they won. But I like the Jets defense, and you know, but it's too bad that they just not gonna be able to catch the Steelers as far as scoring goes.
You know, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon
and the fact that, you know, Fitzpatrick may give him a little bit of an advantage
he's gonna give him 14 points.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
14 points.
Yeah, so Steelers going to win. Jets have no Revis right now. So who they putting on AB? We want Geno. Hashtag we want Geno. That's what T Money said. I mean, honestly, you can't get no worse than where you at right now.
Yes, you can.
You probably can.
Yes, you can.
Probably can. Because Geno Smith was fun with the ball.
Geno is a disaster. I don't even know how he made it to the NFL. No to Geno.
Yeah. So you stick with Fitzpatrick, even though he throw on average 2.5 interceptions per game.
You don't have no other choice. You want to go from 2 interceptions a game to 4? I mean,
we got close to that the other day.
It's terrible.
Oh man,
it's terrible.
Yeah, the Steelers will probably win this game. I just think the Jets ain't gonna be able to. I mean, especially if the Jets keep giving them opportunities to score, they're gonna score.
Take it.
Yeah, so there you go with that. All right, and this is when I. Oh my God, today, because my team ain't playing today. I'm officially, and I don't care what people say to me on Twitter. I don't care because I'm that mad at Atlanta right now. I'm officially today only. I'm the biggest Denver Broncos fan on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be rooting hard. I want to see the Denver Broncos completely rip apart this team. And I know, and I said this. I said it really ain't gonna help Carolina no way because it's gonna make Carolina look worse because Denver went in there and completely destroyed them and everything like that. And but still, I need them to be humbled because they are on some other stuff right now. You know what I'm saying?
And they're playing great football.
They playing good offense.
Okay, they're playing good offense. I give you that.
Actually, they're playing the best offense in the league, right?
They're playing good.
They're playing pretty good. So I don't know. It ain't the fact that it is. I just don't like. I don't like Atlanta. I've had all nothing but bad experiences with Atlanta. I'm not a fan. I don't like the team. I don't like the team colors. I don't like the way they play. I don't like nothing about them. And I want them. And the fact that they lead our division right now, I hate that. I hate that. Look, I would rather for there to be any other 3 teams. Just not them. I don't feel like they deserve it. Now they might be deserved. If they can handle Denver this week, I'll start giving them a little bit more respect. Because then I can't deny it. Because then I can't deny it.
Atlanta, just to make you crazy.
Oh, that would make me completely insane.
However, Denver has a really good defense.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Atlanta come up against a good defense.
Yeah.
They played Oakland, which was like, playing toss in the park.
Yeah.
They played Carolina, whose defense didn't really show up like they should have.
Yeah.
Who else have they played? Did they play New Orleans?
They played New Orleans.
That was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go Broncos just because I'm a firm believer on defense. And defense travels.
Well, these dudes feel like they can just outscore anybody. They feel like they can just run the score up.
Those days are not.
I know.
They're not realistic.
But this is what they feel like doing. Now,
when it comes down to playoffs time.
Yeah.
And it comes down to January weather.
Mm-hmm.
December through January weather. You play in a dome.
Yeah.
Bring that to Minnesota.
Right. Green Bay. Seattle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For right now, and I mean, with Atlanta, I've seen this. I've seen this every season until we get around week 7 or 8. And then all of a sudden, it's
they don't win no more games, right? Yeah, so they go into hiding.
I don't trust Atlanta 100%. They're playing great offense right now, and you can't take that away from them.
T Money said that they about to be humbled. They're gonna get handled by the Broncos this week, and they got to face the Seattle Seahawks next week.
Yeah, I think we're coming up on 2 losses.
We're coming up on 2 losses. When it's great now, only thing we need to do is for Carolina to get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but that's that. So look, I think the majority, I think the popular vote is going to be Denver, and I think most people want to see Denver win this game. But you know what? Like I said, if Atlanta can pull that off, I will start to change my mind about them. But I can't stand Matt Ryan and Jose. I can't stand it. Now this was another good one. The Dallas Cowboys been on quite a little bit of a roll here, right? They haven't lost a game since was it that first one or was it the second one?
First one.
Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah, so they ain't lost a game since the first one, man. And everybody, saying, are we seeing the new triplets with Dak and Dez and Zeke? But I think is Dez playing this week?
No, I don't think Dez is playing.
Oh, okay. So with no Dez, they still got Zeke, still got Dak. I don't think it really gonna matter. And I know they're playing in Jerry World, but I think up to this point, I don't think they have faced a caliber team like Cincinnati. I think the Giants they lost to the Giants. So that was a tough road to go. But they haven't faced a playoff style team yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Cincinnati. Yeah. I know it's in Jerry. I know everybody hype on Dallas right now. It's just I don't know.
As much as I hate it, I'm picking Dallas. They look good, and honestly, I want to see Dallas win so that we can have the Tony Romo discussion keep going.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I like Dak Prescott. I really would like to see him do well. There's no way in the world I have anything positive about Dallas.
Right.
But I will say this: they're playing good.
They're playing good football,
and they have the best offensive line.
They do.
In football,
and they done made some really smart moves for the first time in a long time.
First time when Jerry is not doing all of the picking and whatnot. Once again, we're getting away from him and his passionate picks.
Yeah, but I think as good as the team is coming along, I think sometimes you got to face like a real challenge. Because look, I know they got some confidence and stuff right now, and Prescott, I ain't gonna say he feeling like he the man and nothing, but he definitely out there playing at a level that don't look like a rookie to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think,
but I do think that Cincinnati defense is gonna get some. Some points.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Them boys gonna go in there, and you don't want to be a team like the Bengals, perennial playoff team. You don't want to be the first perennial playoff team to go down to a bunch of rookies, man. Because that's what's going on in Dallas. They got a bunch of rookies and they beating people. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati go ahead and let them know what time it is.
I'm going with Dallas only for selfish reasons.
Okay, cool. Okay, what we got here? And Dak we trust. Cowboys get the win. Jamal Seaton said yes. Insane storyline in effect. Not Panthers like most think. I am Nostradamus. Saints, Bucks, us, Raiders. They 4 games. Oh yeah, he's a Saints fan. But I don't know. The Saints story ain't looking too good. Panthers. Like the Saints and the Panthers got the same record, so can't nothing too much be said about it. I'm just saying ain't neither one of them playing too well. So there it is. Okay. There's another one that me and Glass got into a tangle about. Look, Buffalo and Rex Ryan, they so inconsistent and so janky in my opinion. It's hard for me to have a confident pick in them, right?
I agree.
But I can tell you this. I can pick the Rams confidently because let's look at the Rams' track record. Number 1, they're undefeated at home, which it ain't really saying much considering who they didn't play. They have beat 2 out of their 3 divisional opponents. Okay, they have kept the Arizona Cardinals scoreless. They held the Seattle Seahawks to no touchdowns. You know what I mean? So I can only say good stuff about the Rams, even though when I look at the stat sheet, the Rams look pathetic, right? They've been winning though. You know what I'm saying? So
right ahead there, chinny chin chin.
They've been playing some rough games. They've been playing some real rough games. But you know what? They're at home again in the Coliseum. The Buffalo Bills and Rex Ryan coming in there thinking everything is sweet. I like the Rams defense, even though statistically they ain't really ranked that high. But, they got a decent defense, though. You know what I mean? McDonald and all them dudes, they're playing. Look, I'm
going Bills.
I'm going with L.A. I'm going with the home team.
I'm going Bills. I think they're just going to give them an overdose of running back, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Todd Gurley, he ain't really got off to he ain't really done got crazy yet. I'm saying, but and the Rams got a good squad. They got a good squad. Case Keenum been playing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing all right. The Rams are an anomaly. They're an anomaly. They're a weird team.
You can't trust them.
They're kind of strange, but you know what? I'm starting to warm up to them. I like watching the Rams games because I think every week they're gonna get obliterated by somebody and they win. I'm saying, So I'm interested and intrigued by the Los Angeles Rams, and I think they got a good chance of going there, beating Buffalo at home. Bills win, Rams struggle when it's not a divisional game. Yeah, I feel you on that. Mm-hmm. Because the division roll up in there and they'll put a spanking on it. I'm saying it's crazy, right? I know, right?
What team is this?
Where you come from, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe they actually got shut out by the 49ers, which is weird to me. Okay, this one is tough. This one is a little strange because you know what? As much as I like the Oakland Raiders story right now, that defense done dropped off. You know what I'm saying? They done dropped. Now they still doing some really nice. And I'm gonna tell you what I really like about Oakland. They got this grit. Jack Del Rio done installed this grit and this like this unbeatable spirit with them, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely love it.
I do like their moxie.
Yeah, it's really cool to watch, and how they will be like in a situation and they don't even really think a whole lot about it. All they think about is that we're good enough to do this and we're good enough to win, and they give it. And most of the time, it work out in their favor, which is crazy. But and the Chargers, man, Man, Phillip Rivers.
So many games slip away.
They have, and Phillip Rivers been putting up crazy numbers so far this year, and can't steal. Him and Drew Brees, they are so like mirror each other so much that it's crazy. Like they both got this wicked arm, and they can throw up crazy amount of numbers that just like that. But they have a hard time finishing games,
Yeah,
I don't know. But they've been hurt up and stuff a little bit though.
The Chargers let that game slip away from Kansas City. They let that game slip away from the Saints the other week. I don't kind of trust them. Yeah. But I don't trust the Raiders either. That defense. It's like it's going to be a matchup of throwing the football down the field. And if I'm going to pick anybody in that matchup, I'm going to take Phillip Rivers over.
Right, and that's the way I feel too. But at the same time, then we just talked about Raiders moxie and Jack Del Rio's unbreakable will, and if they get into, because I think Oakland can they done proved that when they went toe to toe with Drew Brees earlier, they can keep up with the points.
Right, but that defense is even worse than the Chargers defense.
Right.
I gotta go Chargers. If we're gonna do a shootout, I'm gonna go on Phillip Rivers.
You know what? I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you too. I mean, I think as much as everybody love the Raiders right now, you don't want to get into a situation like that with Phillip. But here's the other part about it, though. Phillip Rivers in the last game, he the one who gave the game away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
still, I gotta go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean that makes most sense. I mean, it really does. Now, Oakland got to play some defense in this game. They're gonna have to. They're going to have to. You know what I mean? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. So, these dudes talking about some other stuff. Okay. Where we at? What was that the last game? That wasn't the last game. Couldn't have been.
You put it too fast. You missed the Sunday night game.
Oh, did I? Okay, go back.
There we go.
Okay, that's where we were. Okay. The Giants going into Lambeau.
You know who I got?
Yeah. I told Glass, the Giants gonna beat the Packers, and he was like, why? And I was like, well, number one, they got the better team. The only way they would lose this game is if Eli Manning get all frustrated and like I don't like to see the head down, shoulder. I don't know what this thing is he do, whatever. I don't like to see that Eli. But when Eli's connecting and he's like on point and he get all fiery and stuff, it's hard to slow him down. And the fact that I don't care what nobody say. I know people, they like to roast me on Twitter and flame me on YouTube because I be talking about Aaron Rodgers and his production, how it done fell off. But it has. And I mean, people don't want to, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Look, dude, all I see him doing is throwing Hail Marys. I'm serious. That's all I see him doing.
Is good.
Yeah,
he hasn't fall off.
He doesn't fall off.
He just has a team that's not where he is.
Yeah.
But
he got Eddie Lacy. He got Jordan Nelson back. He got all the things that was happening to him last year that would excuse him from having a productivity drop off. You can't say that right now.
Yeah, but your receivers still have to catch the ball. You still got to run their routes. They still got to, football is the epitome of a team sport. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't knock on him for that. But I'm going for my Giants because, I never pick against them. So I don't care who they're playing. Yeah. So that's my own, there's no reason for me to sit up here and say,
okay, so what is it? Sam Shields versus Odell Beckham Jr.? Is that what's going on right now? Is that what's happening? Listen, I think
Odell he has to grow up. That's just the bottom line.
I just don't think Odell quite understand that people mess with him on purpose.
Exactly, because it gets to him.
Right.
When he is in his zone, when he's focused on what he's doing, this man is unstoppable.
He is. He can do some unbelievable things.
Feeling the receiver and waiting to see, he's dropping balls. He's losing concentration, losing focus.
And not the fact, you know what? And not the fact, and nobody talks about this, but people look over the fact that Cruz showing up changed the dynamic a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because so now, Odell Beckham kind of felt like he's being challenged because he was the man for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't even think he's being challenged, but the NFL now has the blueprint on Odell.
Right.
Josh Norman exposed who Odell was and what he could take mentally. And whether you like it or not, he is a mentally weak player. Yeah. And so if I talk to you and it bothers you, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk to you.
Right.
And so you got to find a way to work around that. Yeah, maybe they're not talking trash in college or whatever before. Right. Or maybe they thought, this dude is just quiet and humble.
Or maybe he was that much better than the competition. You know what I mean? You know. I mean, because Odell Beckham is a top. He's a top tier quarterback, man. Hey, Tyra. And Cat Chronicles is in the building. What's going on, fellas? What's happening? But yeah, Cat Chronicles said they're going with the Packers. I don't know, man. I know a lot of decisions that I make when it comes to these picks, I look at on paper, and I know when it's time for the whistles to blow when they go on the field, anything can happen, right? My Carolina Panthers are living proof of that. Anything can happen. You never know which way it's going to go. But I think you know, and I ain't gonna say this hinges on Odell, because I mean, honestly, they still got Shepard, they still got Cruz, they still got Donnell, they still got a lot of stuff they can do without Odell Beckham, you know. But he does give them a better chance of doing things when he's playing well.
Absolutely. But I will say this much: if I'm a coach and he's out there doing what he's doing, I'm taking his helmet, and you're going to ride the pine.
Yes, and you know, me and Glass talked about that.
Because all you realize is, if I take your crayons away, then you'll know how to act right.
Absolutely.
And that's the bottom line.
Because what you see week after week after week is Eli pulling them to the side. It's the coaches pulling them to the side. It's Cruz pulling them to the side. And everybody pulling them to the side trying to get them to, I mean, in my words, I ain't saying this is what's really going on, because obviously I don't know. Right. But it looked like it comes across on TV to me like they coddling him, like, oh, Odell, you know, you are a superstar. We need you to, you know, calm down. And, you know, sometimes as grown men, you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? You need to be like, look, bruh, he needs somebody on his team that's gonna, like, that's why, like, people like Michael Strahan, like, if Michael Strahan and Justin Tucker and them dudes had been still been there while Odell was there, Odell wouldn't be acting like this. He would not be acting like this. But it ain't like it ain't a whole lot of veteran leadership like that on that team. You know,
we've got to see somebody make him own up to what he's doing.
Absolutely, yes.
And that to me is, listen, I get that you're frustrated. You want to be frustrated, fine. But then you sit on the bench if your frustrations are costing us yards or costing us penalties. Then you got to go sit down somewhere. Now you're becoming a distraction,
and liability
to the team. I don't have no problem with you wanting to kick goal posts, throwing your helmet. Tom Brady throws water down, and everyone gets all crazy on the sideline. They're pumping themselves up.
Right.
Okay, great.
Hey,
you take that same kind of raw energy on the field and it's getting us penalties, then you sit down. Then you're off the field.
Right.
Best player, no, whatever. I don't care. Sit down.
Hey, Cat Crank gonna say, ha, take that boy's crayons away. Glass from Get With Us Sports is in the building. How did we get him? How did we get him up this early in the morning? That's what I want to know. Thanks for coming out, though, bro. I appreciate it. Cat Crank say he agree with the Odell take entirely. He agree with it. And, you know, I don't know, man. I sometimes I feel like this Odell Beckham stuff is scripted. A lot of stuff goes to the NFL. It just feel like it just can't be true. It can't be true. You know what I mean?
Like, my girl Tara said, "That's right. Suck it up and act right, or have a seat."
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how we do in New York. We don't play that.
That's right, man. Odell got to get it together. But I do believe Odell will have a regular style game. But I mean, I think T Money, who was that? Sam Shields. He gonna be matched up with who's the guy he matching up with in Green Bay? I think it's Shields. But he ain't one of them boisterous dudes who gonna be like, getting all in his face, talking about your mama and all this stuff. He ain't gonna be messing with Odell like that. You know, and honestly though, I think they probably gonna coach him to try to do, but like, look, rough him up a little bit, play him physical, do some little bit of bump him at the line of scrimmage, mess with him a little bit.
You gotta be that type of guy too, because if that's not in your nature, that has a way to backfire.
It really does.
You're trying to, if Sam Shields is not a talker, don't become a talker today, because then you'll be off your game.
Yes.
Just play your game.
And people forget, like, after all the stuff that went down with Odell Beckham is still a threat. He is still a threat. You know what I mean? So, don't let him get his mind right, and he will torture you.
Exactly.
Anyway, everybody who came out today, we definitely want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting us like I always do.
Absolutely.
I am. Look, this is great. Like, we missed this last year. We didn't get a chance to do it, and I feel like you kind of stealing my thunder on this show a little bit. Because
the Queen reigns supreme.
Well, hold up.
Queen reigns supreme.
Because like on the other shows, I'm kind of the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get here and
you're the man on this show. It's just that the Queen reigns supreme.
Wow. But here's the deal, though. I'm glad I was able to bring the show back this year. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm having a great time.
Because you ain't got no humility. You ain't got no humility whatsoever about yourself.
Your team is doing poor.
Really? You going there today? We didn't even look. My team wasn't even on this thing today. And why are you doing that?
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing that, man?
You're me right on your shoulder.
Oh man, like Cat Chronicle talking about, well, damn, Vernie. See what I'm saying? Like, like you could have had a fan right there, but now it's like, no, I ain't messing with her. She talk too much. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
I love y'all, Anthony.
It was good having you guys. Look, I like every Sunday, like y'all guys who get up early, especially like y'all ones who from out of town and from on the West Coast, stuff like that. We definitely appreciate y'all getting up and checking. I mean, just checking our little show out and stuff like that.
We're having a blast on it. We hope you enjoy it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So anyway, you guys get ready for the games today. For those whose teams are playing, I know you play tonight. But teams who are playing today, enjoy the games. I will be on Twitter. We'll be talking trash about whoever is playing like trash. I will be doing that on Twitter. You can follow me at TeamBoydTV on Twitter.
And I'm Vernie B73.
All right. So you guys go ahead and get ready to watch the games. And I'll see y'all guys in a little bit. I'm going to get me something to eat and get ready, get myself ready. And again, I want to thank you guys for coming out. And we definitely appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night, TeamBoydTV Live. What time we come on? 7 o'clock, right. All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace. Oh, hold on. I'm supposed to put the shade up. Oh, there you go.